Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeOnLocation.tv. I'm here at Ohayocon 2018 with Swankybox. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. It's Sunday. Everybody's a little tired, but we're doing okay. So the last time we got to talk was last year's Ohayocon 2017. How have you been in the last year?
Very, very good, actually. Majority of my last year was spent writing a book about YouTube, which is interesting when you're trying to balance uploading videos and creating videos, and then on the side, on the weekends, you're trying to write a book. So it was hectic, but at the same time, I feel like I learned a lot in terms of my process and really just how to, I guess, balance the two. So it was a good year. It was definitely a good year.
Alrighty. Now, also since the last time, you launched another channel, amazingly, with your significant other called Cat Lab. How's that been going for you two?
So the Cat Lab was pretty interesting because originally we started it as sort of like it feels weird saying it's a pet project.
Yeah. I mean, it is pets.
Yeah, exactly. But it was twofold. We love cats. I love cats. So we wanted to do something with our pet cats. Also, we sort of wanted to diversify a little bit. I've been doing gaming for about 2 years, 3 years, I think.
About 3.
Yeah. So it was also a way to branch out a little bit, and at the same time, it was also a way to use it for research for writing a book. Because oftentimes when you have a larger channel talking to smaller channels about how to grow a YouTube presence, they've been off the turf for a while. When they were a small YouTuber, so much has changed since they actually were, small. So sometimes when they're giving advice to people, it can be sort of like hit or miss. So I really kind of wanted to also dive in and create a channel from the ground up without any, shout outs or exposure or anything. Just growing it in a bubble to see the struggles of a small channel and what they have to overcome.
Yeah, we talked about that privately the other day, and I agree with you. That's kind of a unique setup and process to it. So last we talked, you had a new series called Pixel Portals. How's it coming along for you?
So the Pixel Portal series I actually put on hold.
Okay.
So I did probably about 5 months after we last talked, I did an assessment of the channel, and I figured I was sort of dividing my audience a little bit because I would have people who show up for the new games, but the people who show up for the new games wouldn't necessarily be there for the older games because maybe they were born after that time.
Right.
So they don't have the same sense of nostalgia pulling them into those videos like a lot of the older generation does. So I actually put a halt on that, and at the time I actually blew the channel up into the main channel, a sub-channel called Swankybox Nostalgia, which I actually discontinued, and a channel called Swankybox Live, which is where the majority of that content is sort of going now.
Okay.
I do want to revisit it in the future. I'm going to change the format a little bit, though, because I feel like the way it was presented in the past wasn't, I guess, open for everyone, so I kind of want to mix it up a little bit, add some more things to it, and then see if I can bring it back later this year.
Alrighty, like I said, I watched that evaluation video myself, actually, for some research on you, so I know what you're talking about. So you announced again on your main channel that you're going to split them into two, as we discussed just a little bit ago. How is it, at least saying, hey, we're going to split it in two? Was that an easy decision, or was that just the analytics going, hey, this is the analytics on this is what we're going to do?
Pretty much analytics driven. I mean, I was looking at the channel, and the viewership was steadily going down. And it was still okay, but in terms of what it could be, I just felt like every time I was putting a video out, I was pulling my audience farther and farther apart. So it just came to the point where I have to make a change, otherwise it's just going to get worse from that point forward. And when I made that change and I started focusing on a singular type of video, the channel restored to life is actually better now than it's ever been before. And now I'm just getting around to setting up that side channel on Swankybox Live, where I'm introducing some more, I guess, personal topics, and doing those weekly uploads as well.
You know what? Like I said, I pop in every once in a while on the channel to take a look. I actually do watch your content. You also now launched your live channels we've been talking about. What's it like trying to just do a live stuff? I mean, it's not easy.
It's a different world. I came from, I guess, someone who was always behind the camera, not in front of it. I mean, I used to do video, so being live, and that's actually last year too was when I experimented with my live streams, getting into them, and that was new territory for me. Setting up all this stuff, making sure all the settings are right, trying to figure out how to interact with an audience through a chat window while also playing a game and not stalling. It's a lot of interesting, I guess, mental processes that go on. But like after a couple of times of doing it, I got a lot more comfortable. But then I actually shifted focus and I started doing more, I guess, not live-oriented stuff, but more so like Let's Play-like stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess Let's Play is also the wrong thing too, because they're more like documentary things.
Yeah.
But the idea is, I want to get back into live streaming again this year, and actually start doing it on the regular, just because I feel like a big part of my content. I put out video once a week on one channel and once a week on the other channels. Sometimes that's actually too little. You think about it.
The YouTube ecosystem.
Yeah, so like, people have to look forward to the videos on the weekends, but other than that, like, there's no interaction on the platform from me during that time. So that's something I'm thinking about, using live streaming to fill those gaps.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we with our YouTube, we put it up for the month or week after the convention, and then we go a couple months and then put some more stuff up. So we're kind of balancing that ourselves as well. So I kind of. Thanks for the advice. Now, again, we talked about your book. What was it like, the challenge just to do that? Like you said, on the weekends, you put a video up, and then you would work on the book on the weekend. And so, how was that challenge?
So, in about, I think it was April or May, or I'm not sure when the conversation actually started, but I was talking to a friend who's actually in this book. His name's Chad Capper, and he runs a channel called Rotor Riot. Really awesome channel. Highly recommend checking it out. It's like really high speed, like racing drones.
Yeah.
But I was talking to him about it, and it just sort of sparked the conversation of like, I'm a writer first and foremost. Even before this, I already have like a fantasy novel that's almost done.
Right.
But when I was doing YouTube, before doing YouTube, I didn't really know the best way about going about doing a book and stuff, nor did I have an audience who may enjoy it. So I was sort of stuck, and I didn't know what to do. But like, I realized knowledge was my greatest gift, and I wanted to get out merch of some kind. But like, you can make T-shirts and stuff, and that's fine. But like, I felt like
I love something more personal.
Yeah, if I want something more personal, something like when someone came to a panel or talked to me, they could walk away with something about like using YouTube for their own life to pursue a creative passion. So I was like, I want to write the book that I wish I had when I started. When I was stumbling through things and I had questions, but I had no one I could ask. I wanted to write a complete guide, now that I've made it, to hand off to the next generation of content creators so that they can hit the ground running and not have to fumble through all the things I did, and they can focus on the fun part, the creating.
So if you're going to start a YouTube channel, what's a really small, quick, easy tip that you can give to somebody that wants to start a YouTube channel?
My tip would be to, first and foremost, to figure out what you want to do, because a lot of times when you start a channel, you don't know what to do. Make a list of your passions and think about what things you would like doing on the platform that you won't get sick of by doing over and over again. Because sometimes when you do YouTube, you have to make sure you're not putting too much stress on that passion, because you don't want to lose the spark or the reason why you enjoy that passion. And once you have that, just do some research. See who else is out there doing a very similar things. Make a list of those names, and just when you do start creating, put a personal twist to it, or change something about how you're presenting it, so you're not doing the same thing as someone else. That way, people can know you for your unique thing. And sometimes stumbling upon that unique thing can be difficult, but when you're starting out, I would just adapt. Continually try things. If something doesn't stick, then move on to
Alrighty, that's a really good tip. Thank you so much. Now, about your fans who've been with you for a long time, what do they need to know to get the most out of YouTube? I mean, I'm pretty much subscribed to gaming channels and also science channels, so that's where I'm primarily subscribed to. But like, how would fans get the most out of the content that's available on the platform? Like, what would be a suggestion of like what should be like some things to subscribe to, other than just you?
Oh, as in like other creators?
Yeah, like what other great creators would you like to have people subscribe to along with Swankybox?
Well, there's a lot of great ones in the book, and the reason I'll actually go through why I love these creators. So this 10 right here. Macaroon is a crafting channel, and she was someone who showed up really early in my comment section and inspired me. A big channel posts. In your comments, you're like, wow, this is really cool. Someone noticed me, and you feel, really good about it. And she runs Macaroon and then Cute Life Hacks, really cool crafting channels. She says, who does Boundary Break, another awesome YouTuber, very humble dude, takes game cameras and shows you things within games that you normally can't see. So that's pretty innovative game content. So I highly recommend that channel. My friend Jabril's SEFD Science. He runs computer science, and basically he does programming, and basically science-related topics as it pertains to computers. But his journey's been interesting because he started off doing pranks, then he started doing actual science videos, then he actually dived into computer science videos. Lightson, she does animating, really awesome animations. Highly recommend her Twitch Plays Pokemon series, where she just took the chats and she animated them. Oh, so good.
And so those would be some good channels to watch then?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
There's a name drop a couple. Cole Marmalade, Raleigh, and then Mr. Creepypasta, Rotor Riot, Pushing Up Roses, and then Scott DW are also awesome creators that I would highly recommend looking into.
All right, so we're just going to finish things up here. Where can fans keep up with you, obviously, other than just on Swankybox YouTube? And any message for the fans?
I would say the easiest way is Twitter, at SwankyboxYT. Just because I feel like I have a better form of communication there. It's more direct. And for all the fans out there, thank you so much for supporting me. Obviously, it means the world to me. I never thought I would be holding a physical book, like as an author. And really, honestly, this only exists because of the people who support me along the way. And that's why I want to pass it on to the next generation. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Probably more than you'll ever know. Yeah, it's I don't know. Sometimes I get fumbled for words with these kind of things. It's just surreal.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Thanks, man. I know you got to get going to a panel here, so thank you again so much, and you have a good day. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.